You're listening to the Sim Gamer Podcast. If it ain't Sim, then it ain't me. There you go.
Yeah, yeah. My zone on. Cruising down the interstate, trying to get my shine on. Remember copping 10 a day, I used to get my grind on. 9 zone, that's a quarter brick. I'm constipated, on my hardest shit. Wish you was a part of this, locking down like the hardest pit. Hip hop can't be dead, cause I'm the motherfucking heart of it. If them niggas real, then I'm flawless, bitch. I pay my bills, and I bought a bitch. You with the wrong team if you want to switch.
What up, 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 what up? Welcome to the Sim Gamer Podcast. I'm your host, Jay Killa, a.k.a. Mr. No Pen, No Pad. I'm so motherfucking good. And this is episode 1, the official start of this podcast. Yes, last episode was episode 0. They didn't really count, but this one did count. Before we get started, let's plug it in. The website, thesimgamer.com, for all your news, updates, GM Twitch profiles, merchandise, and more. Go support, I support. Twitter, follow at thesimgamer. Shout out one time for the fam. Email any topics, discussions, or you want to show me that you showed your support by buying one of those t-shirts that I got. Yep. Send that to thesimgamerpodcast at gmail.com. Voicemail. You don't want to type all this shit. I understand. Call 724-96-GAMER. That's 724-964-2637. Leave your voicemail. I'm going to put you on. Last but not least, follow me at twitch.tv/X7XJayKillaX7X. Yeah. Lots to talk about on the show, plus an exclusive interview with the commissioner himself, so that should be interesting. Bad news for the sports gaming community, though. There will be no demo for the Madden this year. That means none, nada, zilch, whatever, no kind of demo for the Madden this year. I'm over here slapping my arm, looking for a vein, looking for that fix, you know what I mean? But instead, EA is offering a 5-day early access for the game through a paywall. I'm not going to dwell on this subject, but I do go in depth on the TSG Pressbox show, where you can go download that along with this podcast. They got your boy on the panel. We talking about the league, and we talking about games in general. So it's a bunch of other cats like-minded like me. So it's real interesting. Go check that out. Now the 411 on EA is kind of crazy because it's an Xbox exclusive. It's a 5-day early access for Madden, and it's only for Xbox users. So for all you PS4 fanboys, I'm sorry, this ain't for you, bro. This is WEED News. I'm your reporter, Jay Killa, with the league news. No, I'm just fucking with you. Not too much going on right now in TSG League. Like I said before, just anticipating the release and other trade talk going on within the group me. Me and Coach Poggi, the Packers GM, have been negotiating a trade that I feel like is most needed. Everyone I played in the league can tell you that I run some more, and then I run a little bit more, and then fuck it, I'm going to run again. So my whole scheme is based around power running. And with me having AP this year, I will need a solid backup while I develop my young talent that's at that position. So the trade on the table is I want James Starks and his number 2 draft pick for my defensive end, Scott Crichton, and my cornerback, Marcus Sherrills. Now, Scott is my backup as well as Marcus. Is that my phone? Damn sure is my phone. I need to put this on silent. They calling me all during the show and shit. Motherfucker. Like I said, Scott Crichton is a backup along with Marcus Sherrills. Scott is one of my backups as well as Marcus Sherrills. Corey can pick up that slack with Scott, and I'm nowhere near hurting for cornerback. But Here's the flip side. Coach Pogge is known for having 3, maybe 4-win team. So that second round draft pick is looking pretty promising. I'm talking about maybe a 34 rounder. I can get somebody 34 round. You know what I'm saying? So it's looking pretty good. Send me an email or voicemail. Let me know what you think about it. And also watch the stream. Watch the stream. I'm gonna be doing all my games. Twitch.tv/X7X Jay Killa X7X. And also a big name trade going on around the league. We have Coach Blizz with the Baltimore Ravens and Coach Bo with the Oakland Raiders. On the board for the Ravens is cornerback Ladarius Webb. I like him. Defensive tackle Terrence Cody and a future first-round draft pick. For the Raiders, you have Keith 6'3" McGill at cornerback. You got Carlos the Vet Rogers at cornerback, and a defensive tackle Terrell Troop. I hope I'm saying that right. Terrell Troop. Now, most of the time when you see these trades, most are one-sided, but this is pretty even. You might see some crazy trades going on, but this is pretty even, being that Ladarius Webb is pushing 30, if not 30, pushing 30. So that first round draft pick can come in handy. Watch out for Keith though, being the tallest defensive back in that division now. So watch out. God damn. I did not know that bell was that long, bro. That bell is long and loud. My bad. I'm going to have to edit that. But anyhow, you know what that sound means. I'm about to take you boys to school. This is the part of the show where I share some of my tips, tricks, schemes, whatnot, whatever, to you, the listener, so you can add a little something to your repertoire in that war room. Tip number 1. Practice. Yes, motherfucker. Practice. I can't explain to you how crucial this tip is, how important this tip is. Practice makes perfect. You don't want to be playing Madden and you start picking random plays that you have never practiced before. You probably just see the primary read is saying a post route, but you don't know that the left wide receiver is doing a cutback, and you don't even know your hot read just in case they're blitzing. So you want to be prepared for those kind of situations. Now, if you don't know how to practice, I'm about to tell you how to practice. If you need a little help, I'm finna share it with you. On Madden, there's a mode called practice. Yes, motherfucker. Practice. You can go there, practice offense, defense, kick, return. When I'm practicing offense, I usually practice running first against random defenses. I pick a play that I'm familiar with, and I run it about 50 to 100 times. Yes, motherfucker. 50 to 100 times. I know some cats that run it even more than that, so that's nothing. If you want to compete, you got to put that kind of time in. And the league that I'm in right now, man, is very, very competitive. So I'm just being prepared. Run some offensive plays against all coverages. Man, the zone, cover 1, 2, 3, 4, and 6. The blitz. Run plays against the blitz. That way you know where your hot route, what to do when the blitz coming from this angle, what to do when the blitz coming from the middle and the other angle. You know what to do, what hot route you got to use. So practice against those. Find out what works and what doesn't work. That way, when you go to the field, you can execute it. Defense. Now, I usually use 2 controllers. That way I can pick the offense and run in my defense against the plays that my upcoming opponent tends to run. Like, say if I'm playing some guy and I know he's going to do the streak a lot. What I'm going to do is just pick maybe A.J. Green or Calvin Johnson or Josh Gordon and have them doing a bunch of streaks, and I'll set up in 2-man under and see can I try to stop that or do prevent that from happening. It can get very, very boring, but it ain't nothing like winning that game. It ain't nothing like winning that game. So my advice is do it. Do it a lot. I don't too much use kick returns. I barely use the kick return practice, but if the player sense 2.0 on Madden 15 is anything like they say it's going to be, I can see myself practicing kick returns just because every yard is going to count if their defense awareness is up like they say it's going to be. So practice, 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 man. Practice is the key to winning. Picking random plays is the recipe to failure. So practice. Back at it. Yup. I had a chance to catch up with the commissioner of TSG. We rapped for a little bit. Kind of got his take on everything, and I think it went pretty well, man. Y'all check it out. Check it out. Here it is. What up, what up, what up? This is Jay Killa, a.k.a. Mr. No Pen, No Pad. I'm so motherfucking good. And I'm here with the commissioner. Commish, what up, Commish? Plug it in. Tell everybody your gamer tag and what team you're coaching this Madden.
What's up, Jay? Commissioner here, JustMonkey69, SimGamer.com, Washington Redskins, Hails of the Skins, Super Bowl champ, Madden 25, Madden 10, about to do it all again.
So you're a two-time champ. How many defensive player of the year awards?
Just on Madden 25, 5.
And that's what Arakpo, huh?
4 Arakpo, 1 Kerrigan.
That's crazy. That's crazy. So with what you think about the league right now?
I think it's tough. I think it's probably the best that it's been in a while. You got some competitors in yourself, some new old people as in like Hawk, some of the old heads. I don't know, and it's just really competitive, man. Just probably the most competitive it's been, probably the most cheese-free it's been, because I know we've had 2 champions that people really have shitted on, you know what I mean? But got a nice little waiting list, so I think we're in a good direction.
All right. When was the league started, and where you see it going?
When was it started? I mean, we had our roots back on Madden 10. I know Jersey was helping one guy run MSPL. I was running Monkey Bowl. Jersey and I became friends. We would collaborate on things to do over an MSPL. That league dissolved after 3 years. Jersey liked what I was doing and how, things ran. So we decided to get together and, because a lot of our guys had worked and played together in both leagues to fill each other's leagues and whatnot. So we decided on Madden 11, we would just start from the bottom up, work in the majority of the dudes that we knew who were, and then just go from there. Where I see it going to new heights, man. With we've got 2 podcasts going right now, 3 if you include whatever that thing that Twan did. We're on iTunes. Bo's helping us out with T-shirts, doing his videos, hooking up the YouTube account. I don't know, man. I see big things. I see big things. Game changers, helping make Madden better, make sports game, make gaming better.
I know from my experience, man. It's like I said before, man. I wouldn't want to be in a league with a couple group of guys like this, man. It's been exciting for me. Like I said, I've been in a couple leagues in the past, so I've seen quite a few unsuccessful ones. How do you get it to run so smooth like you do?
Trying to be consistent, getting the right group of guys around, not pulling any punches. And the one thing is there's a lot of people that quote unquote hate on me, but they respect me at the same time because they know that I'll be the asshole if I have to.
Yeah.
Consistency, being around the people and trying to get in with everybody, and at the same time too trying to give people chances. Like we've had dudes in like Rio, Dog Pound. You even mentioned yourself in the Press Box podcast. Like just not to call anybody out, just people that might have not ever played that way. Instead of being like, oh man, you don't play the way that the originators saw it. Let's get you the hell out of here. No. Let's work with you and get you to do it. Then if you still don't want to do it, then get out of here.
Yeah.
But I just think it's just, just put in time, put in work, caring about it.
What you got to say about the guys that's ranked real low? Not I wouldn't say ranked real low, but like the non-competitive guys. I know like Rio and Poggi, them guys rank kind of low, but Poggi's a good sport, and you can always use Rio character around the league just to spice it up every now and then. You know what I'm saying?
Well, like with Poggi, Poggi's my dude. He's Tonic and Jersey's cousin, but it's more than that. People have said at certain times, oh, well, the league needs more competitive. Get rid of some of the people that aren't winning. Well, football, honestly, yes, it's all about winning, but every team don't win. Look at the Jaguars. Look at the Lions went 0-16 a few years back. Tampa Bay Buccaneers were horrible. There's been periods of time where teams aren't good. It's just putting in the work and trying to get your games. And if people are being absentee, that's one thing. I think you just need, like you said, the right mix of people. Like Rio's a character. Even when Rio was doing stupid shit and was still losing and was out of the league, people wanted him back in it because
of his character, man. I know I might give Rio a hard time, but man, just being in the party with him, that dude is something to listen to, man.
Right. You might want to choke him out sometimes, but at the end of the day, we have a lot of people that will do a lot for each other to help each other out.
Now, last season in Madden 25, the Redskins overall was between 92 and 94. What's the most important thing you have to do to interconnect the franchise to be successful?
Make smart moves in your trades and your free agency. Don't mess up your cap. Messing up your cap gets you in trouble big time. You can get all the good young talent in the world, but after a while, their cap numbers are going to go up when you have to pay them. Also, progression. There's people who didn't do practice, or if they did, they'd upgrade the wrong thing, like upgrade elusiveness on the receiver who could use so much other stuff, which doesn't make any sense. Yes, you can upgrade certain things. Upgrading your awareness, making sure your dudes are able to do what they're supposed to do on the field. Just making smart moves, not holding on to players too long. Like like you said, I'm a big Redskins fan, and I love D'Angelo Hall, one of my favorite Redskins players right now. But he's 30 years old. I might lean on him for a year or two, but when he gets to that and we start dropping off, you got to figure out to make moves to cover up yourself. Even if you don't, you always have to have people in the pipeline. Like Cat and I, one thing we always did offensive linemen in the pipeline. If you build your backups good enough, that can replenish your future, not only for your team when good people go, but when you need to get other players, when you need to get a Luke Kuechly or Justin Blackman or that type, or from you, where I got McCourty, whatever you need to get, you'll have players that can step up that another team will need, even if you don't need them at the time.
So what age do you usually let go of one of your players?
It depends. I mean, like there's like it seems like there's transcendent players. Like there's players that won't go down. I mean, you have like Peyton Manning's and Breeze's like that. Breeze, unfortunately, drops after 1 year. So some of those dudes, you can hold them around a little longer. When they start getting 30, 31, and those progression points get so high to keep them up where they're at, you should start looking to move on from them. I see a dude get 28 or 29 years old. I'm having a dude building them up ready to go in a year or two, because that 30-year-old mark with some guys just makes everything on them drop quickly.
Yeah. So, who's your favorite GM in the league and why? Twan's the most chaotic GM. Man, I was at a party with Twan. I think it was yesterday. Man, that dude is retarded, man. That dude is hilarious for real.
But honestly, my favorite GM, and I know he's not going to believe me saying this, will be Tonic, because I found myself to be a great GM of the year, Madden 25, just saying. But he always figures out a way, and I know McKay said that he'll trade with his cousin Poggi or swindle this or that from somebody, but ever since he's been in the leagues, Madden 11, Madden 12. I mean, in Madden 11, he went 18-0 before he lost in the Super Bowl because he just built a great team. He knows how to build teams.
Yeah.
He's probably one of the best GMs out there. Period.
Yeah, I know last year he had got a couple pieces from the Seahawks with Russell Wilson and Sherman, and that was crazy.
Yeah, it was.
So, who gives you the most trouble when you're playing against him?
Captain, that dude, I've beaten him once or maybe twice during the regular season, never in the playoffs. I can beat out Frame. I've beaten Twine. Ninja, I played a handful of times. They're usually close games. Chubbs was always a tough opponent until Madden 25, where I beat him down a little bit. He'll say it's because of the pistol, but I'll just say because I was better than the other Dolphins. But, I mean, it would have to be Captain. Captain is the one dude that if I see him playoffs, I'm going to lose.
What about Cincy? I know Cincy's pretty good. Me and him
played. Good. Cincy and I just don't get to play as much. Cincy and I play a few practice games every once in a while. We were back in Madden 10. We were in the same division, Packers and Bears, and we played all the time. We've said multiple times if we were in different conferences, it would have been him and I in the Super Bowl every year. I love playing Cincy. But I always feel like I can win. I mean, I feel like I can win against Captain, too. It's just he's had my number so many times in the playoffs. It seems like I'll beat Frame or I'll beat Twan, and I'll play Captain to go to the Super Bowl and I lose. Or Captain's even said it, yo, Monkey, you beat Frame, and I'm going to beat you, and I'm going to go to the Super Bowl. That's why he's been to Super Bowl 6 times. Captain just dude's got my number. Cincy's great, though. Don't get me wrong. Cincy's one of my favorite opponents to play.
Yeah, Cincy's pretty good. We got an email. Anonymous email, but not so anonymous because once I give you the question, you're gonna know who it's from. It says, Mr. Commissioner, what is your honest feelings towards the infamous group known as the Illuminati? Good or bad for TSG?
Oh, they're good for TSG. I mean, I like giving those dudes a hard time and fuck with them. McKay, no offense, really not a factor. Don't talk to him that much. I've learned more about him through the podcast. Chubbs, crazy dude. He's good. I've heard issues with his gameplay before, but can't deny his pedigree. Who am I forgetting? Cowboys is good. But I'm gonna touch on something real quick, and I'm not trying to hurt no feelings. To me, he's almost been a non-factor. I was talking to some other people in a party one day not too long ago. We did the top all-time TSG Madden Power Rankings, and Cowboys is number 12. And I found that kind of weird because Cowboys doesn't make the playoffs that often, never been to a Super Bowl. He's never been that dude. And there was people that he was ranked above, like 463, who's won Super Bowl, kid who's been to Super Bowls, Deathpool's been to Super Bowls. But I respect his game. To me, he's probably the simmest of the Illuminati. And then that brings up, last but not least, I hate to mention his name on here, Twine. He's probably one of my biggest rivals. Him and I get into it all the time. Free Jordy, free Mike. Don't drop your players and try to pick them right back up. That's another story another day. Nah, they're nothing but good for the league. I mean, they keep stuff riled up. As much as they say they like to hate me, they respect me. I know it for a fact for a bunch of reasons, but good for the league. Good for the league. Never bad to have competition.
Yeah. But Commish, thanks for doing this, man. Taking the time out, doing this for the podcast. I know a lot of people gonna listen to it. Go ahead and plug in whatever you want to plug in, man.
Well, first of all, I'd like to say thank you, Jay, for running this podcast. I want to give a shout out to Jay, to Versa, Goon, Mike Titan, whatever you want to call him these days, to Hawk, for buying shirts, for trying to support the league, for you trying to support the league, for y'all Xbox supporting the league. You've been a great asset. Only good things to come. My dog's whining in the background. I wish he would shut up. But I don't know, man. Simgamer.com, YouTube.com/TheSimGamer with an A, THA, Twitch.tv, X7X, Jay Killa X7X.
You gonna be twitching some games?
I'm gonna try. My internet sucks, but I'll try.
Yeah.
Shout out to Sonic and Jersey too. Never forget the originators, commissioners.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to get Jersey on next one, man. See what he got to say about it.
Hopefully he will.
All right, man. But that's been good. It's been great. I need to get with you probably later on. I got some shit I want to go over with. I got my notes together about, progression and all that. We're going to get back with it.
Yeah, man.
All right.
All right, Pete.
Cool interview, man. That was the commissioner of the league, Redskins GM, two-time Super Bowl champion. Cool person. I'm glad he accepted me in the league. A lot of people have called me his protege, but I don't give a fuck as long as I'm winning and you not. So what? Next segment, Crazy Cowboys. Yes, America's team. This is the segment where I'm going to talk about the Cowboys in the NFL. And as you may know it, Orlando Scandrick is suspended for 4 games. He was caught using PEDs. That's what the league call it. But where I'm from, we call it mileage. Dig this. His ex-girlfriend slipped it on him while vacationing in Mexico for the summer. Now, I can never understand why NFL players always doing civilian shit. What I mean by civilian shit is some shit that I would do, a civilian. These cats got superstar status and beating up on their wives, not giving up the weed, and murdering motherfuckers on some ball shit. You know what I'm saying? Hashtag Hernandez. I don't understand how you have all this money and doing party drugs. I just don't get it. So that's another blow to our defense, which needs a miracle from Jesus this year. Shit. I watched both preseason games against the Chargers and the Ravens. Romo looks like Romo. Hell, even Brandon Wheaton looks good. Dez is still Dez, the beast. Our offensive line is iffy. You know what I'm saying? And I go back to the defense. I've seen nothing from the D. I know it's preseason, but being the defense was suspect last year, you would think they'll come out with a little something to prove. But nah. It's still looking like the same 8-8 mediocre Dallas Cowboys team. Don't get me wrong. I'm still going to ride with them till the wheels fall off. You know what I mean? Go Cowboys. But I hope a change comes soon. All right. I want to thank everyone for listening. Tune in next show. I will have the co-founder and the Broncos GM, Jersey, one of the OGs in the league. Cool dude. He kind of sound like Barry White. So come check that out. Before we bail, let's plug it in. The website, thesimgamer.com for all your news, updates, GM Twitch profiles, merchandise, and more. Go support it. I support it. Twitter, @thesimgamer. Shout out one time for the fam. Email, any topics, discussions. Or you want to show me that you showed your support by buying one of those cool ass shirts that I got? You want to send that pic? Send it to thesimgamerpodcast@gmail.com. Voicemail. You don't want to type all that shit. You kind of lazy, or you just not too up to par with your typing skills. That's cool. Call 724-96-GAMER. That's 724-964-2637. And last but not least, follow me on Twitch, twitch.tv/X7X, That's it. Come back. Stay safe. Leave that cheese for the rats. And keep it simple. Peace.
Jump by 7 niggas and nobody couldn't drive me. If you ask your bitch about me, man, she probably wouldn't tell ya. I'm riding with hose guns, paraphernalia. Yeah. Free my nigga Iceman. I keep a pistol and the Bible on my nightstand. Not from Minnesota, but baby, I'm a Viking. And just to see my nigga free, I would give my right hand. Damn. My zone on. I'm out of this world, I need to phone home. Ain't nobody